Alright, so here's what. I'm at the homeless place, and they did their search. They have to search us to make sure that we don't have any weapons or anything that could be a weapon, anything sharp or metal or pointy. I think we're allowed to have ballpoint pens, and that's about it. I wanted to share with you just some of these things are so scary to me. Like, I come across because I don't know like the different players, and I talk too much, and I'm very open, and part of it is because of loneliness. And what happens is that I need to learn to listen more and talk less, because when I share myself, that opens me up because people don't have the same intentions. People don't know who I am, and so and some people honestly just have a perception of me, and they want me to stay in that box. And if I come out of that, whatever the perception they have of me is, they are very offended. For example, I was on the bus. There was two white people talking. It's about time for people to come home from work. So obviously they was coming home from work. The lady was just talking nonstop to this guy. She was talking about homelessness, and how basically the homeless people in Miami, you're allowed to sleep against the buildings and so forth like that. In Broward County, you are not. Also, they have this new law, I guess on Tuesday, where if you have a backpack, you can't have a backpack. I'm seeing a nice apartment across the way. I wished I lived there, but I don't. I've always wanted to live there. Maybe I'll get some money together and I'll have me a nice place to live one day. Who knows? But so if you have a backpack, they're gonna make it so that you can't have a backpack, like in the places downtown, because there's a lot of events going on. They're thinking of the Boston Marathon and that type of thing. But on the other ends of it, they were saying, well, they could put lockers, so the homeless people could put their lockers and stuff in lockers. But then the thing that she thought about outside of the box is there are only 45 lockers, and there's a bunch of homeless people. Then who gets to put the stuff in the lockers? There are going to be fights and all kinds of stuff, you know. So yeah, so that's that. But anyways, I wanted to share that with y'all. The thing that made me feel weird about that, as we were talking at first, the guy, he looked at me, and I don't like the way that I look right now. I look real bad. But the guy, when he looked at me, at first he was like giving respect as though this lady might be homeless. But then when the lady started talking back and interacting with me, and I don't think she knew if I was homeless or not. She knew there was a possibility, but she didn't care really. She was just talking. You can be intelligent and be homeless. And so, but the guy, I guess when he saw that we were talking on the same level, and then some of the stuff I mentioned, I couldn't bring up the laws. I was talking about the FEMA homeless shelters and how people were coming off the streets. He was kind of scoffing a little bit, So when I look up information, I also need to look up the law that goes with it. So I just told her to look it up. She was like, that's illegal, that's unlawful imprisonment. So I asked her what was her interest in it. Did she work for a company that actually was on top of these things? And she was just like, no, she's just interested. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that's about it. I saw the lady again. She didn't seem like she was turned against me. She still seemed pretty cool. But she had gotten some food. Maybe that's why she didn't talk to me because with homeless people, like, unless you're real cool or unless they like you, it's like they go off into their corner and they're not. Well, not that's not true. But if you got food or something like that, and you were hungry and she was starving, you kind of keep to yourself so you ain't got to share. I got my own. I ate a little bit before I came, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. And then when I was out here, a guy pulled up. It's 2014, but in circa 1982, 83, my daddy had a station wagon that was kind of like, can't see it, kind of like that one, brown, yellow with like brown wood panel. And so it's just so ironic, I haven't seen one of those in forever. So